And welcome to Let Them Talk. I'm Paul DiRienzo.
And I'm Miss Joan Marie Musa.
And our guest is Dana Leong, who's all decked out with some, like, hey, we're going to rock out here with a cello anyway. And we just heard a little bit.
Welcome to the show, Dana.
Yeah,
Thank
welcome.
You, thank you.
We're looking forward to a great show. And so tell us a little bit about yourself and about what's happening with you in the next few days or weeks or whatever. What are you working on?
Absolutely. Well, my name is Dana Leong, as you've heard, and I'm a New York City-based musician. I play the cello, and I also play the trombone, but I couldn't fit that all in a taxi today. So today you'll just check out the cello.
Great.
I am a musician who I compose my own music. It's a very interesting brand of music. It's a mix of hip-hop and classical and jazz all together with rock, and I tour with a live MC who does spoken word and rap. There's a drummer, a keyboardist, and myself.
I just want to fix your mic here for a second.
Sure.
Sorry that...
Well, I originally saw you at PS 122 at one of the Avant-Garde-Rama shows, and it was wonderful. You were with your whole band.
Yeah.
And you really blew the audience away. I mean, I have to say that I think they were shocked. They saw a band standing there. They expected some kind of sort of traditional jazz fusion. Was their expectation. And instead, I mean, people were just... their chins were on their chest, they were cheering, they were going crazy. It was a fantastic show.
That is the goal, yeah. That's usually, when you see an instrument like a cello or a trombone, you would assume that it would be some very traditional jazz or at the most a fusion. But I like to mix all of my influences. My music is very autobiographical.
Now, do you write the lyrics, or just
I co-write the lyrics with the
word,
MCs, but the MC that I work with right now, he's very self-sufficient, so we'll just give, I can give him a topic, and I can give him, the emotional shape of the piece, and he's really, fantastic at shaping that.
Yeah, because I think that also really astounded people, was the message and they were just completely shocked, really, and it was wonderful.
Oh, well, thank you.
Now, is it unusual for someone to play, I mean, I know it's not unusual to play multiple instruments, but usually someone plays violin and cello, or trumpet and trombone.
Right.
So is it kind of unusual for someone to play string and a horn, or?
I would say you could bet that it is, yeah. The way that it came about for me was very unusual as well, actually. When I was a child, I was a pretty rambunctious kid, and my brother was as well. We were two boys growing up with a single mom. And at a certain point, I think she was just fed up, and she said, I can't take it any longer. You guys are driving me crazy. I need you to be more involved at school so I can get some work done, and I don't have to be chasing you around in the streets and, finding out from the neighbors you did this and that. And, so one year, I ended up getting a cello for Christmas from Santa Claus. And my brother got a violin, and my mother said, hey, if you want to respect Santa Claus and you want to continue getting Christmas gifts, you better join the school orchestra. And the very next year, after we had done that for a year, I received a trombone from Santa Claus still, mind you, and my brother received a trumpet. And she said, my mother said, well, you know the drill.
You got to do this.
You got to be in, now you got to stay after school and be in the jazz band and be in the concert band, and you better march, be in the marching band before school and do it all.
Now, did you study music in college also? Or?
I did, actually. The reason I moved to New York City was to go to college here at the Manhattan School of Music.
Okay,
and
great.
I ended up staying afterwards, and still here. Actually, I'm about to celebrate my 10-year anniversary in New York City next month.
And where are you from originally?
I'm originally from the Bay Area, California.
Oh, all right. That's excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Let's introduce the viewers to the type of music that you play. Give them some idea of what you're doing, what we're talking about. By the way, folks, we're live. And folks can call us right there on the screen, 212-757-1538. We'll take your calls. All right, Dana Leong.
All right, call us up.
All right. Leong.
Very good,
That was
excellent.
great.
Wow.
Thank you.
That was
Tell us a
great.
little bit about that instrument you're playing. That is a standard cello.
It is, yeah. It's a regular cello, but I've got it actually running through. You can't really see, but there's a bunch of pedals on the ground, and there's actually a laptop computer to my left over here. So everything that I play gets processed live. It's as if I'm in a recording studio, and I have all the capabilities of editing myself, but live. So I'm like
Wow.
I'm controlling all the parameters that make the tone change,
And you're basically using your foot pedals here to do that.
exactly. And I'm also playing the instrument the traditional way that it's meant to be played
Right.
at the same time.